Hello and welcome to another Technique Tuesday here at Stampin' by Hannah. Thanks for joining me today. Today I thought I would show you how I use my alphabet stamps. And this one in particular is the Layered Letters alphabet from the new catalogue. I absolutely adore this font, and these two pieces here are absolutely fantastic. This is what I used for my swatch book, and I used this one on my Hello gift tags that come with your catalogues. So if you haven't got a catalogue, I still have some available, and you will get a lovely bookmark just like everybody else using this fantastic stamp set. But today I thought I'd show you my thank you cards for my customers who shop with me in July. And I think it's lovely. I've got two stamp sets actually today. I've got the Layered Letters, and I've also got the I Think You're Great for this background stamp. So for this card I've also got 4 ink pads. I've got Marina Mist, Pool Party, Lost Lagoon and Blackberry Bliss. So shall we get started? My card base here is Marina Mist. I'm going to fold, it's a piece of A4, cut in half and fold it in half to make a 10th fold card base. I've then got a piece of Whisper White to matte and layer over the top, and a scrap piece of Whisper White for our thank you sentiment, our thanks sentiment. So first of all I'm going to use Pool Party and this background stamp to create the background on our piece of Whisper White. So just stamped 3 times pretty randomly. It doesn't matter, it's going to overlap in the middle, but you won't be able to tell once we've finished our sentiment. So I'm going to pop that over to one side just to dry for a second and bring in my scrap piece of Whisper White. I have also already selected all of the letters that I need. This is my first step when using an alphabet stamp set. I pull out all the letters for the word that I'm going to use and the layering piece. I'm going to pop that onto my block separately. And I lay out all the letters I'm going to need just to make sure I've got the spelling correct first. So as you can see, these are stained a lovely shade of bright pink. The staining on photopolymer stamps doesn't affect the way that it stamps. I actually don't mind it because it makes them easier to see on my desk. My desk gets quite messy. So I have laid those out now so you can see they're on my big block and they say thanks. I'm just going to pop those off to one side while I just create the background for these. So I've got Pool Party, Marina Mist and Lost Lagoon. I open all 3 of them up. I've also got, out of the packet, a wet wipe, just to, or baby wipe, just to clean off my stamp in between. And I'm just going to stamp 6 squares of different colours, just alternating them around and moving them up and down a bit as well. Cleaning off in between, just to get that kind of multicoloured look. So I've got Pool Party, Marina Mist and Lost Lagoon. I'm going to go back into Marina Mist and just clean that off. Pool Party, rotate it around a bit as well. And the last one in Lost Lagoon, right on the end. So I'm going to pop these away now before I put my fingers in them. And bring back in my thanks. So I've got 6 coloured squares now, and I've got 6 letters. I'm going to lay the letters onto exactly where I want them to be when I've stamped them. This alphabet stamp makes this really easy because you've got space in between the letters because of the blocks. So once I've laid all those out and got them exactly where I want them, which is easier said than done, of course, when you're filming. I did this first time when I made the original card. No messing about necessary. Right, I've got the biggest kind of sentiment block. This is block I. I'm going to lay that straight down and push it on, and that will then give me my letters exactly where I want them on my block. I'll bring in my Blackberry Bliss and ink the individual stamps up as if they were one stamp. And just lay them straight down on, leave them for a second, make sure they're well pushed, and then you need to hold on. You'll find that your photopolymer stamps tend to stick to your cardstock. So if you pop one finger onto your cardstock while you pull off your stamps, and then your cardstock will stay flat on the desk. And then, I don't do fussy cutting very often. We'll bliss about so it dries. But I am going to fussy cut these. Because they are square, they're super easy to fussy cut out. I just think the look that this gives is absolutely wonderful. So, pretty messy fussy cutting with my really sticky scissors. Need to clean these scissors because I use these scissors for everything. They get really, really gummed up. They need a wipe over with a baby wipe, I think. Tends to get the sticky off. If you can hear that meowing in the background, it's Frida trying to join in. It's been so hot here, she's been really unhappy, but it's cooler today, so she's back to being a nice, friendly cat again. She becomes a sort of moody teenager when the weather's too warm. I'll just straighten off that edge. And we have our thanks all fussy cut. I will bring back in my card base and my matting and layering piece. So I'm going to attach this on first with a bit of snail and cover up that messy stamping in the middle. And then I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of this, and the reason I do this in this order is because I find that if I try and put the sentiment on last, I end up wibbling it all over the place. So before I stick that on, I'm going to just tie a bit of, I've got some Whisper White Baker's twine here, just the standard thickness. I haven't got the extra thick. Oh, I do love the extra thick, it's beautiful. And just lay that over the front of my card where my bow is going to sit. Take off the dimensionals and then just lay that onto the top. And that is now in the middle of my card, so I can then, this is 2 videos I'm filming in a row where I've got to tie a bow. I don't know what I've done in a previous life to decide to do this to myself. Bow tying is not my strongest crafty skill. Particularly not with Baker's twine. I don't know what it is about it. It always goes all curly and wibbly. Well, that's not too bad actually today. I'll snip it off. It's a bit saggy, but it will do. My customers know that I can't tie bows for topping. They've seen me at class trying to tie bows. It gets quite amusing actually. And so that is my customer thank you card for July, using the layered letter alphabet set. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, and pop over to my blog and like my Facebook page. As you can tell, my voice is now going, so I need to go and get myself a drink, and I will see you again next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.